What's up, guys, and welcome back. So I literally just finished season 2 of The Walking Dead for the first time ever.
Nigga, what?
Yes, I know, I'm late. Sue me, okay? Just like the last video, I will be going over this season as a whole, reviewing it, talking about the things I liked, that didn't like, and of course, comparing it to the comic book. So, let's just jump into it. Season 2 of The Walking Dead is goated. This season was paced so incredibly well. Literally every decision every character made is used to further and impact the story, and everybody shines in this. I mean, everybody, literally everybody gets their moment. Everyone has a strong, heartfelt moment in this season. I love it. It's like season 1 on steroids. Firstly, keeping Shane alive for this season was genius. In the comics, Shane was killed off by Carl in book 1. So he never went to the farm or met Herschel or dealt with Otis or any of the things that happened in the TV show. But in the show, this dude is like the face of this season. Easily one of the main characters. Shane, just him being there, provided more story for other characters to bounce off of and more character conflicts, not just only with him and Rick, but really with him and everyone with everyone else. Like literally, because of this dude, we had multiple jaw-dropping moments, strong, intense moments, romantic moments, internal struggles, hilarious moments, and one of the best memes ever made. Literally every time I see that, I start laughing. It just looks dumb to me. I'd have to say episodes Pretty Much Dead Already and Nebraska are probably my two favorite in the whole season. Pretty Much Dead Already had one of the strongest moments in the series, with Shane coming back to the farm with a vengeance. First of all, I thought it was funny in the beginning of this episode, him and Daryl were arguing over whether or not they should leave Sophia behind. Daryl wants to stay, and Shane says this.
Just saying what needs to be said here. Now, you get a good lead in the first 48 hours. Now, that don't matter. Let me tell you something else, man. If she was alive out there, saw you coming, all methed out with your buck knife, your geek ears around your neck, she would run in the other direction, man. All right, wait. Just stop.
That had me dying. He said if she saw you coming, all methed out. Bro, methed out? Methed out? He high out of his mind. Y'all, I had to pause, rewind, and play back that part like 3 or 4 times because that just was cracking me up. He said she saw you coming all methed out with your buck knife and geek ears. It was so good, but it was really interesting watching Shane's character deterioration. This is a totally different character than he was in season 1. And his ideology and all this isn't wrong. There were several times when I actually found myself agreeing with Shane. I guess it's just his reasoning behind his ideology. He cares about himself, Lori, and Carl, versus Rick. Rick cares about everybody, including Herschel and his family. That's what makes Shane wrong and Rick right. However, like I just said, Shane's ideology was not wrong. If it hadn't been for Shane taking charge, stepping in, they wouldn't have never found Sophia. I honestly thought she got kidnapped. I really believe she had got kidnapped by another group or something. I did not expect this. This was Shane's goated moment, not just because of what he did, but also because of how it impacted others. In the very next episode, we see Rick behave just like Shane, doing what it takes to survive, not taking any chances. He became more aggressive throughout the season, more assertive. Dude was ready to execute Randall. Season 1 Rick would not have done this. It's interesting how Rick and Shane mirror each other in this. Shane told Lori that Rick ain't built for this new world, and he partially is right. The season 1 version of Rick Grimes probably would not have lasted very long. You can literally see him in season 2 become a little bit more like Shane after his first living kill. After that, he became built for the world. Unlike Shane, who deteriorated and became broken after his first living kill when he killed Otis. When it comes to the comics though, season 2 definitely adapts a lot of the same elements from book 2, like Carl getting shot, Herschel's farm, the romance between Glenn and Maggie, and Lori getting pregnant. But overall, the comics is wildly different. And I mean, it's more wild than the show is. The biggest shock to me was Dale and Andrea together. Like, what? What the hell? Dale and Andrea? Can you imagine? This book also takes place during the winter and gives us a bunch of new characters who aren't even in the show. Or at least they're not in this season. There's a guy named Tyrese who has 2 children. There's Alan and Donna. A lot of the plot is good. Actually, it's better than book 1 and it has more story. But again, I believe that the TV show is better. In the comics, Sophia never went missing. Daryl doesn't even exist in the comics. So to have such a big deviation from the books to the show, that was bold and awesome. Because I think it's cool how it gives us an entirely original character with his own storyline. I surprisingly like this dude. I didn't think I was gonna like him after season 1. And I like his character arc, becoming a real asset to the team and someone they care about. His brother was a racist, loudmouth asshole, just full of himself, but Daryl is the opposite. He doesn't talk much, his actions speak volumes, he does actually care about these people. But the biggest deviation from the books to the show had to be Herschel. Y'all, Herschel is a straight asshole in the books. Now, he does help Carl. He saves Carl's life, and just like in the show, he's keeping walkers in his barn because he believes that they're still people. But in the comics, he's way more delusional with this crap. He gets furious at Rick when he learns that Rick and his team believe in killing the zombies. He didn't even want them target practicing because he was worried bullets might hit his neighbor's house. His neighbor who is already zombified and locked away in his barn. This dude is senile. He tried to smack Lori. Yeah, she was pregnant. He tried to smack Lori. He pulled a gun on Rick. Look, let me just read to y'all some of the dialogue from Herschel in the books. Killing them? You've just been killing them? Get your fucking hands off me. You're welcome here while your boy heals, but when he's done, you go. You're not moving in here. You're not taking my son's room. No. Now leave me alone. You've run your mouth enough, woman. I lost 3 kids yesterday, you stupid bitch. 3. I don't owe you shit. Like, dang. Yeah, this definitely ain't the same character in the TV show. And Carl was finna put him down. Y'all, in the comics, Carl was finna put him down. Look, in the show, I think Carl is annoying. He's a stupid kid who doesn't listen, trying to grow up too fast. He's the literal reason why Dale died. I don't like him. I really don't like Carl. But in the books, this kid is a straight gangster. Look at how he pulling the strap out. This bro said it's on sight. It's on sight. He already killed Shane. He didn't hesitate. Remember that. He put Shane down. Now he was ready for Herschel. Like, dang, even his dad was scared. He like, all right, bet, we'll leave Herschel. We'll leave him right now because my son finna kill your dumb ass. It's crazy how they change things like that. I have to say though, I prefer Herschel in the show. Next to Shane, he was my favorite character this season. He started off doing everything he could to save Carl's life and help out Rick and his team. And I just liked his overall character arc. I think he had the strongest out of everybody. Herschel is a Christian who has all the faith in the world despite everything he's seen and witnessed and lost. He still puts his faith in Jesus and prays for the world. Now, when a Christian's faith is tested, either one of 2 things is going to happen. Either they'll give up, curse God, be angry, similar to how Rick was after Carl got shot, or they'll persevere through the trials like Herschel did. Him finding out how naive he was in his faith led to a strong conviction and self-reflection, having him question his faith and ready to give up on everything and everyone. But when it came time to step up, he definitely stepped up. I think only Scott Wilson could play a character like this. There's something about his eyes and his voice that just feel natural and real. Everything he says is sincere. And I'm glad they made him like this instead of his comic book counterpart. This show keeps giving us all the characters who are in the comics, but changing them to where we actually care about them. We care about all of them, except Lori. Really, except Lori. Lori, this has got to be the most toxic bitch I've ever seen, ever. Manipulative and toxic. Let me break this down for y'all, because there are some people out there who actually like Lori and want to give her the benefit of the doubt. No. this was Lori. Shane wanted to leave the group because he knew he could never have Lori. But Lori tells him to stay. And this was after she told him to stay away from her and her son. She also tells him that their fling wasn't meaningless. And you can just see Shane's head filling up with hope and feelings. I honestly feel sorry for him because this was a good guy. This was really a good guy before. He really believed that his brother was dead. He didn't ask for none of this. Then Rick comes back and Lori's like, don't ever talk to me again. Stay away from me and my son. So he's like, all right, I'm gonna head out. And then she's like, no, please stay. We need you. I need you. And then she tells Rick that Shane is a threat. She tells him Shane is dangerous and she's very concerned. And when Rick eliminates that threat that Lori was so concerned about, Lori treats Rick as if he's a monster, smacks his hand away, looks at him like he's Satan or something. Like, bro, I fucking hate Lori. I do not like Lori. She is disgusting. And honestly, any woman that would secretly try to abort their child without sharing it with her husband is just a terrible wife. Lori is a shitty wife. Lori, 0 out of 10. I do not like Lori. Oh yeah, I know she threw the pills up. I know she threw them back up. Should we clap for that? Like, she's still a shitty person. She's manipulative and she's nasty. Matter of fact, we know she's a rotten bitch because she admitted it in a flashback earlier in this season. Like, bro, fuck Lori. It's really her fault that Shane died. I'm blaming Shane's death on Lori. I'm blaming almost everything on Lori. I wasn't a huge fan of Andrea either, but I like her more than Lori. It's crazy because in the books, Lori isn't even like this at all. She outright told Rick she was pregnant. She didn't try to hide it. She didn't try to abort it. She didn't play him and Shane against each other. She didn't lead Shane on at all. When she told him to stay away, she meant it. And when he died, she literally spat on his grave. Like it wasn't no back and forth with her. She stood up to Herschel when he was being an asshole. She's better in the comics than she is in the TV show. Overall though, I thought this season was perfect. It was literally thrilling from start to finish. Dale's last attempt to keep the group humane, the inevitable end of Herschel's farm, and Rick at the end telling them it's either his way or the highway. Like, holy shit. I don't blame him either. He's fed up with everybody. And it'll be interesting to see how his character arc changes, because I can already tell Rick is getting darker and colder and he ain't putting up with nothing else no more. And I just love how they showed the prison at the end, just like how they did in the book. I thought that was cool. Y'all, this season is unbelievably good, and I like that the whole thing took place on a farm. I didn't expect that. The show almost improves over the book in every way. I really don't think that Dale and Andrea should ever be together. I couldn't believe I saw them having sex in the book. I would much rather her be with Shane. This makes much more sense to me. I saw this coming. But also, I think that the ending is better too. A lot better than the comics. In the comics, Rick and his group eventually left the farm after Herschel pulled a gun on him and tried to smack Lori. And Glenn stayed behind to be with Maggie. So Glenn didn't even go with them. He stayed on the farm with Maggie and the rest of them left. Versus the TV show, the farm got overrun, the safe haven was gone, and for the most part, everybody got to stay together. I like these characters, including Herschel and his daughters, and I like them staying together. Andrea, she's a take it or leave it type character, but everybody else I really like. Once again, the TV show is superior. Y'all, season 2, I almost finished that. I think I probably finished that within 2 or 3 days. I finished it pretty fast because I was just binge watching it. The whole thing with Sophia missing, that was captivating. Every episode, it's like, where is she? I really thought that she got kidnapped by those same guys that Rick shot in the bar. I thought their group kidnapped Sophia and it was going to be a whole war between them. I really thought it was going to be something like that, but I really like this season so much. I'm just going to jump straight into book 3 and season 3. I'm not going to waste no time. I've already started season 3. I'm about like 4 episodes in, and I can't wait for that. This series is so good. Like I said, I've been slept on for years. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe. I'm going to do season 3 hopefully next week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.